Hello, everyone. So I just wanted to get on here and share something that I feel like, really could bless someone, encourage someone like it did me. So this morning I was just spending time with God, just talking to the Father, and it was really not what I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to go in prayer and just pray heaven down, and the prayer didn't go that way. And this weekend, I attended a women's conference and we talked about inner healing. We talked a lot about identity, and in the prayer, just talking to the Lord, my thoughts started to shift, and I felt like He was asking me a question, which was, who are you? And I started to think about that, and it's like the word that came up the most in my heart and in my mind as far as the position of who I am is a daughter. And I thought about my natural parents, my mom and dad, and being their daughter and always having that identity with being their child. But even in this time of my life, I'm not married. I don't have kids. I'm me. And what that is and what that looks like the most is being someone's daughter. Even more than I am, a friend, and more than I am, even it seems, an aunt and all that, I'm a daughter. And God just started ministering to me, and He invited me in to the space of being His daughter in a way, and embracing that in a way right now, fully, in the way that He wants me to, and being His daughter and Him being my father. And then He also started talking to me about, He said, my daughter, but you are my heir. And I'm like, wow. And He started showing me, what an heir is. An heir is someone who legally takes possession over property and things, and even titles when one passes away. And upon Jesus' death, I inherited so many different things that His blood paid and purchased, and the place that He sits. And so just like it says in the definition, like, of an heir, it's like you are taking on the position and the ranking as well, not through your own merit, but because someone else. And so that just really encouraged me in my time with Him today, just embracing being His daughter. Yes, I'm a really good daughter to Stephen and Bernadette. Those are my parents. I'm a really great daughter, and I've been their daughter, and that's how I've identified, people have identified me as that for a very long time. Pastor West's daughter, Pastor Bernie's daughter, but God's like, you're my daughter more than anything else. And being a daughter, you have a level of love and care and consideration and favor that others don't get. And I don't have a child yet, but I do have nieces and nephews, and I know how I feel about them. And I know that with my nieces and nephews, like, I favor them over anyone. I consider them over anybody else's child. I love them and I look out for them. And that's just a niece and a nephew. So God was just showing me, like, the favor, the amount of love, the amount of consideration and care that He has for me as being His daughter. And that's who I am more than anything. And so in this season, it's this invitation and this moment that he gave me to fully lean into that and lean into that space and into that place of identity of being his daughter and what that means, and also being an heir and what that looks like and what that means, and walking in that and receiving that for myself. And so even if you are a son, same thing. I just pray that this encourages you and gives you a perspective that maybe you didn't have before, or maybe you had but not really fully acknowledged or embraced. But to sit with the Father and to know that you are his daughter, you are his son, and you are an heir through Christ.